This is the Osmo Pocket 3, and if you want your footage to look extra crispy, then here's the settings that I recommend. The first thing you want to do is you want to film at 4K 24 frames per second, or if you're shooting vertical content, then you want to go for the 3K 24 frames per second. Now there are circumstances where you might want to switch to like 60 frames per second, and that's really if you want to slow your footage down to have like some slow motion B-roll. That's probably about the only time I ever bump up to 60 frames. Now, because I am filming in 24 frames per second, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you set your shutter speed on your camera to double what that is. Technically, it would be 48, but a lot of cameras don't have that option, so you're going to choose 1/50th. And again, the reason for that is because it's going to make your video look a lot more natural. If you choose a higher shutter speed, something is just going to look off, especially if a subject is moving. Now for the ISO, it really just depends on how bright it is outside. However, you will be needing this ND filter regardless because the conditions are just going to be too bright for keeping your shutter speed at 1/50th and trying to maintain a decent ISO. Now for the white balance, you're gonna be pretty much safe keeping it anywhere from 5000 to 5600 Kelvin, which is gonna give you a nice warm tone that's gonna evenly match the sunlight that's outside. Now here's where it can get a little tricky. Should you film in a normal color space or should you film in D-Log? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that D-Log all the way, but again, I know not everyone has professional editing software, so if you don't have professional editing software or you don't want to have to worry about color, then I would recommend to stick to the normal color space. So filming in D-Log is basically going to give you this footage that is really washed out, but you're able to bring that color back in post and manipulate it to give you a cinematic style. And it's actually really easy to do. All you need to do is go to DJI's website and download the LUT for the Osmo Pocket 3, install it to your editing software, and bam, you now have that LUT on there. Apply it to your footage, and now you can start manipulating the colors to get results like this. And if you have any other questions over the Osmo Pocket 3, let me know.